from Lahore. Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to speak to this very important forum, Breathe Pakistan. I would like to thank all the panelists who have come from across the world and the region to be part of this important conference. I would also like to thank Dawn Group, Media Group, for taking this important and critical issue as a mainstream issue. And I've been following their campaign for citizens engagement, also for awareness raising. The Breathe Pakistan is a very, very important and a timely initiative. And I think the other media groups should also follow the suit. So the topic I've been given, of course, is the health impact. But I would like to just briefly, first of all, ponder upon how we, in last 9 months after assuming office, I'm looking after the portfolio of planning and development and also the environment and climate change ministry. So that gives me an opportunity also to, you know, allocate funds and resources to a topic which has been an ignored topic over last many years. Smog, of course, as we all know, South Asia has most polluted cities when we compare it to the rest of the world. And we all know the complexity of the situation and also the cause and the issue. So I will not delve into the details of how important this issue is, but I'll straight away come to what we've been doing in Lahore, because of course Lahore, as we were just listening to Dawar, that it's a regional issue, it's a national issue. Lahore is not just the only city affected by smog and bad air quality, but other parts of the country also, and of course the region has an impact across. So whatever happens in India has an impact transboundary, across borders. It transcends borders, I would say, and within Pakistan also we have seen in last November and December the peaks, and other parts of the country also being affected in terms of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, in terms of Sindh, and also South Punjab. So it is no more just Lahore, which is most polluted. And we have, of course, compiled data and evidence for our decision making over the last 9 months, which I will request my secretary, who's there at the conference, to share with the panelists and with the audience also. So for the first time in Punjab, under the leadership of a very dynamic and environmentally responsible chief minister, because we don't see decision makers who are both sensitive and also understand the issue and takes it heads on. So in last 9 to 10 months, we've seen smog and air quality and Punjab air quality from a sectoral lens. And I, being the planning minister also, it was easier for me to allocate funds sectorally across this smog mitigation, adaptation and management. So previously, this has been a recent phenomena, and 4 or 5 years we've seen smog in Lahore and in other parts of the province also. But there was not enough done in terms of sectoral, comprehensive, integrated and consolidated approach was taken. But for the first time, we've taken it from a institutional capacity building, both technology, resources, and also data. We had, we were compromised and we were challenged with technology also for monitoring data as well. We just had 3 monitors, air quality monitors across the province. And those were installed back in 2007. And then we did have a private sector monitoring with different criterias and different equipments and different air quality monitors. But now we, as I speak to you, 30 are installed till December, and the plan is to install about 60 across Punjab till March 31st. So we took it from a sectoral lens. We made a smog project management unit in planning and development, where we consolidated the sectors at planning, and we had different milestones, targets for each sector at planning project management unit. So we had, of course, industries, transport, and we do have data where we see that the maximum contribution is from the transport sector by 2-wheelers and 3-wheelers. In Punjab, then we also had industry brick kilns and demolition of brick kilns and converted about more than 1,700 on zigzag, and I can say that in Lahore division, not a single brick kiln is now working other than the zigzag technology. So from March till May, June, we had hand holding, we had institutional strengthening, we had legal amendments, administrative amendments, and also lots of stakeholder engagement and citizen engagement also when it came to the bad air quality evidence and how the citizens need to be involved, the stakeholders, the sectors. Then industry also, we gave loans to the industrial units for environmental control systems installation, and around 2 billion has been dispersed already, and the industries have started installing, which has become mandatory now for all the industries to have these environmental control systems at their industrial units. So then also transport, the Chief Minister has a very holistic and integrated approach to mass transit. For the first time, Punjab is seeing at holistic, comprehensive mass transit policy, which is in place now already. 28 EV buses for the first time in Punjab, in Lahore. They've arrived in Lahore, and the plan is to have more than 1,500 buses across Punjab, electric vehicle. So the province is going through a transitionary policy from converting our mass transit from traditional petrol-based, diesel-based to more environmental friendly hybrid and electric vehicles. There's also a plan under Clean Air Punjab project funded by World Bank to replace two-wheelers and three-wheelers to e-bikes. The project has already started with the students. Around 10,000 electric bikes have been given to university and college students under the same program. Then, of course, Punjab has been declared as zero plastic, no plastic use. The single-use plastic is banned in Punjab at the moment, and massive surveillance and regulation is underway when it comes to anti-single-use plastic campaign. Citizens and the manufacturers, they all are for the first time being listed under the No Plastic Bag campaign and the project that we have. The Environmental Protection Agency is a very traditional, challenged organization where they used to rent motorbikes for their surveillance. For the first time, they've been equipped with state-of-the-art technology for their surveillance, including monitors, mobile vans, also the air quality monitors, mobile monitors, drones have also been given, body cams have been also given to the Environmental Protection Agency, and also the institutional reform is underway where we have restructured the entire EPA of Lahore, Punjab, and massive policy intervention and also infrastructural and technology interventions have been taking place, and which has been complete now. As I was telling you about environmental control system, 80% industry has been, they've installed the environmental control systems in their industrial units. Then we also, under the stubble burning, massive, when we assumed office in April, a massive subsidy program was given to the farmers where super seeders were given to the farmers in Lahore division and also divisions that we have seen over past many years where they have this data showed us where they have stubble burning, and we gave them the super seeder also where it is about 5.6 billion super seeder subsidy program, and we've seen a massive change because this all, of course, we all know is habit change, attitudinal change, mindset change, behavior change also is involved massively. So we took everybody along. Our agriculture department is one of the key departments in our smog mitigation and air quality programs, the stakeholder. They've been working in last 9 months with the farmers directly and, convincing them, engaging them to have super seeders. And then we are also now coming up with a program of biorefinery for the complete recycling of the stubble and how we reuse it into byproduct. So that's also something that we are doing. Biogas is another area that we are investing substantially across Punjab. Every divisional headquarter will have a biogas plant. One pilot has been completed in Lahore, which is a very successful pilot, and where they're working, local communities working with the Department of Energy for this. And then also one of the key thing is the curriculum, because my humble experience in the environment sector while working with World Wide Fund for Nature and IUCN for about 10 years. The awareness raising, capacity building, engagement of the citizens. So that also plays quality and its impact on health in our curriculum from Montessori up to the metric level and O levels and A levels. So that's something which is going on. It's almost complete under the newly established curriculum authority by the Chief Minister. So that's something that is also new. Then plastic I've spoken about. So health-wise, in last 8 months, as I was saying, was more of mitigation plan. Punjab's first and Lahore division's first mitigation plan with targets, milestones, and monetary framework is already in place, in implementation. And fugitive dust, of course, was another area we visited. Beijing is a case study for the world also and for the region to follow. So we saw these sprinklers of recycled water where there were construction sites. So we came back and implemented it. It has already started. We have changed the law. Every construction site now has sprinklers to start with in Lahore. So that's one area that we are working on as fugitive dust, because we do have evidence and data in December and November where we had seen peaks for the first time. Of course, weather conditions did play a role. The regional also, they played, weather conditions also played a role in the peak, but our own activities, both in industrial and we've seen it, where there were construction sites, we saw AQI peaks in Lahore. So that was the initiative that is in place there. Then one thing which we did was that we've already written to our Foreign Office for regional diplomacy, climate diplomacy in terms of smog mitigation with India, and we're waiting for a reply from the Foreign Office to expedite also. And we're thinking of having, the Chief Minister has a vision of having and organizing a regional conference with India and with the region as well, because we think that, as we all know, that this has a transboundary, cross-border impact, regional impact also within Pakistan also. Karachi has seen peaks this time. Our mountain area, Abbottabad in KPK, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, has seen peaks. South Punjab for the first time, Multan, Dera Ghazi Khan, bad air quality and has seen peaks. So it's no more a Lahore issue. Lahore gets, of course, attraction because of being province capital, but we have seen worse air quality days in other parts of the province and the country. And of course, India, Delhi, we've seen